CEO and co-founder of Keeper Security. Thank you in advance for joining us today. I'm going to show you a sneak peek to Keeper DNA, our new identity verification and authentication platform. Before I start and get into DNA, I'm going to walk through a little background on our company and our product, Keeper, in case some of you aren't aware of what exactly Keeper is. We'll just do that first, then we'll get right into DNA and show you a quick demo. So Keeper is a secure and easy-to-use password manager and secure digital vault. And we are what we call a zero-knowledge security platform. That means that our users control access and knowledge to their data, as well as control over their master password and the encryption key that is used to encrypt and decrypt their information. So anyone from the outside universe never has access to that information, and it provides for an incredibly high level of security. We are a platform and device-wide solution. We operate in every type of mobile and computer environment, covering smartphones, tablets, computers, and every type of operating system you can think of. So Apple, Android, Windows, BlackBerry, Mac PC, and Linux, and for devices that support biometrics in terms of device readers like Touch ID on iOS or fingerprint scanner on Android, we cover that technology as well. We are an industry-leading password manager, the top in our industry. We help users organize and access passwords, create strong passwords, autofill passwords, and login credentials across mobile apps and browsers. And we are also a unified secure digital vault for files, photos, and videos. So we allow you to attach files to private Keeper records, encrypt that information, and sync all your records at any time among all of your devices. And that is seamless and secure. We also allow you to securely share records from one Keeper vault to the other. In addition to our native platforms that operate across all ecosystems, we also offer a secure cloud storage platform, 24/7 support, 256-bit AES encryption, and we are a SOC 2 certified organization. We have very strong relationships with world-class mobile operators and original equipment device manufacturers. About a year ago, we began preloading Keeper software on all AT&T, Android, and Windows phones, and we've expanded that relationship into Europe, and we'll be moving into Latin America on a preloaded basis soon. In terms of RSA Secure ID, we are an integration partner of theirs and support two-factor authentication in our 2FA library. You can see the logos at the bottom of this slide covering most of the major OEMs that we work closely with. We have access to most of the Android and Windows devices that are basically in our lab at any one time. Typically, we test those to optimize our binary files, and it allows us to perfect our software upwards of a year before those devices are seen in the public. So we always receive a first look at the latest and greatest devices upwards of 12 to 18 months before their launch. In terms of our growth by the numbers, we have over 100 million active downloads and preloads on devices. On average, we get a new Keeper user every 5 to 10 seconds. We are the top grossing password management application in both iTunes and Google Play, and we are the premier global product selected by preload by major mobile operators. Now we're going to get into DNA. So with DNA, one of the things that we saw that was a very large problem that bothered us in the industry with multi-factor authentication was that, number one, single-step methods were often weak and susceptible to local and remote breaches. So as we've seen in the press, every other week someone else is getting hacked, whether it be a merchant or a social network or, tens of millions of users' information being stolen by hackers. Number two, multi-step methods have several issues. So first, they rely on manual input steps, which is often inconvenient and painful for the user. So none of us like, for example, taking multiple digits, like a 6-digit numeric code, and entering those codes into a device such as our smartphone, tablet, or computer. So we saw an opportunity to basically eliminate that process and make the process very seamless. noting that network services can often be both unreliable and subject to breach from the outside world. So as we're in a cybersecurity war today, we said, well, how do we take multi-factor authentication and sort of turn it on its head and make it both elegant and secure? And the result is what we call Keeper DNA. So Keeper DNA is a unique identity verification and authentication system that uses wearable technology and the Internet of Things devices to define a user. So in essence, think of Keeper DNA much like the DNA in the human body. So you've got this strand of molecules, and each molecule on the DNA strand is in essence a separate connected object that you own and use every day. So for example, this may consist of physical products like IoT devices such as a smart thermostat, a smart TV, perhaps a smart refrigerator, a Wi-Fi router, or a wearable device such as an Apple Watch, which we're going to show you today. And alternatively, it may also consist of a biometric factor like your fingerprint or your retina scan that's used on the newest and latest devices today. So what we do is with Keeper DNA, that strand of devices and biometric factors is basically unique to you because you own those devices, and in essence, you are the devices that you own. And we take that information and we create what we call a Keeper DNA profile that's stored in your Keeper account. And that is used to help authenticate you to make sure that it is in fact you logging into your vault. And now we're going to show you a quick demo. And when I finish up today, I will be recapping with Aaron Gessner, our Director of Press and Media, who you can contact for further information. Okay, so I'm going to switch. You're going to see me. Hello, everybody. And I'm going to switch here to my video screen. And we're going to start playing this. Okay, so this is going to show you how Keeper DNA works. And as we talked about earlier, think of Keeper DNA like the DNA in the human body. And it replaces multi-factor and two-factor authentication methods in the traditional sense to become more elegant and secure. So your wearable devices and connected objects basically become your DNA profile. So let's set this up. So we're going to log in to the iPhone. We're logging in with Touch ID, as you can see. And we're going to go to the DNA tab. And we're in the DNA tab. You're going to see all of the biometric factors and some of the connected objects that you use. In this case, it's going to be the Apple Watch, your fingerprint, which is Touch ID, and maybe an SMS code. So we're going to tap Apple Watch, and it's going to prompt a DNA launch. It's going to get us started. We're going to say get started and tap the green button there. It's going to bring us to the Apple Watch menu screen. So we're going to tap Apple Watch, and you can see we're going to toggle that top switch to on, activate the watch. And when we do that, you're going to see this double helix that you see there. And we're going to tap the icon on the Apple Watch. You can see the Keeper icon. Now we're going to tap verify to verify that it's us, verify your identity. And now your Apple Watch is stored in your Keeper DNA profile. So now you're wearing your watch on your wrist, and let's say you want to log in to the Mac app on your computer. So here's the computer, and you're going to go log into your vault, your Keeper vault. You type in your password, credentials, and there you go. It triggers DNA, so that starts up. It's going to prompt you on your watch within a few seconds to verify. Tap verify, and as you can see, instead of entering a 6-digit numeric code that may have been sent to your mobile device or something on a token or keychain, you're simply tapping verify on your watch and you're authenticated. Very seamless and secure. So in the next screen, what we're going to show you is, let's suppose we have unauthorized access. So a hacker stole your tablet. He tries to log in with your credentials. You get notification on your watch, and you tap deny, and you'll see the helix break apart, and verification has failed, denying that hacker access to your information. So that, in essence, is Keeper DNA. And in the next screen, I think you'll see a nice picture of me and my partner and co-founder, Craig Lurie. He's our CTO. And I'm going to bring you back now to the live camera. And here we are. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you this in real life. Okay, so here's my beautiful new Apple Watch. You can see it there. And I've got the iPhone here running Keeper. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log in as we did in the video. And you can see I'm logged in, and I'm going to go to the DNA tab. I'm going to tap DNA, and there it is. There's the beautiful pop-up. And I'm going to say Get Started. Okay, now you can see on my screen, it's exactly like the video. I'm going to show you here and tap Apple Watch. I'm going to toggle Apple Watch on, and instantly the helix pops up. I go to my watch, and I'm going to tap the Keeper icon right here. I can see it. There you go. You can see. Oops. Hang on. I tap Verify. I don't know if you can see this, but there it is. Tap Verify, and I'm authenticated. So now, if I go to my DNA tab, you can see that Apple Watch is turned on, and now it's registered. So my device is now my second factor, and it's a wearable piece of beautiful technology. And I'm going to show you now what happens when we actually use it on the Mac app. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So you should be able to see this here. Hopefully we can get there. I gotta find it. Okay, and here we are. So now I'm going to type in my master password. And the second I do that, you'll see the helix running. And again, I'm going to go onto my Apple Watch. I'm going to tap Verify, and voila, I'm logged into my vault. So that, in essence, ladies and gentlemen, is Keeper DNA. And let me go back here. See if I can get back to you. And we'll finish things up. Okay, well, here I am again. And here we are. I'll show you one thing. Okay, if anyone has any questions, feel free to contact Aaron Gessner, and that is aaron@keepersecurity.com. And we'll be happy to answer any questions you have or set up any additional interviews or phone chats to explore this further and help you better understand this if that's needed. So thank you very much for participating today. Thank you.